Hey folks, this is Kalani. Patch 10.1.5 just hit live servers with a bunch of new content for you to enjoy, but this content train just doesn't stop, I guess, because patch 10.1.7 was just announced. We have an updated roadmap going over the main features being included in this patch, and it's already up on the PTR for testing. They're really pulling out all the stops with this expansion. Patch 10.1.7 looks to have plenty of features to get excited about, including a new gear catch-up system that will let you get item level 415 gear super easily and quickly. It's basically free loot right now, so that will be great for gearing up any lower geared characters like your alts, and maybe even let you upgrade your mains gear too. There's a lot to break down, so let's go over the 7 major features coming in patch 10.1.7. Now before we jump in, be sure to hit up that like button and subscribe so you never miss another video. The largest new feature coming with 10.1.7 seems to be a new kind of open world event, the Dream Surges. This is a zone-wide event that will affect one of the 4 original Dragon Isle zones, so for the PTR right now it's currently in Thaldraszus. The main parts of this event are the Dream Surge buffs and the Waking Dream portals. The Dream Surge is a zone-wide buff that you can basically vote on. There are 2 different buffs that can be active, and players contribute to one side or the other to push the bar in either direction. The side with the most contributions will be active for everyone in the zone, which can make a big difference to your overall experience during the event. We've seen buffs like straight damage increases, huge damage procs, movement speed buffs, experience bonuses, and even reputation bonuses. There's a lot going on here, so while the zone is under the effects of the Dream Surge, you're going to be quite a bit more powerful while in that zone, no matter what kind of content you're actually wanting to take part in. Now the Waking Dream portals are the big new event that pops up in these zones. They're going to spawn every 30 minutes and it's a large group objective type of event, so everyone contributes towards the progress, you work through a few stages and eventually a boss will spawn. With this being the first PTR build for 10.1.7, the rewards are definitely not final yet, but these bosses look to be dropping gear tokens that can be traded into a vendor for item level 415 gear of your choosing. I don't know if this is just a chance at loot, or if it's a guaranteed item for your first kill every day or maybe every week. We'll have to wait and see on that, but that means these events will be great for anyone who can still benefit from item level 415 gear. New patches are always fun because they give us new content to explore, but if you want to explore a whole new world, you should check out Watcher of Realms. Watcher of Realms is an immersive next-gen RPG set in a magical world. With stunning environments, fantastic character design, and vivid 3D models, you'll be captivated by its beauty. The game features over 100 unique heroes from 30 different races and 8 factions. Build your perfect team to battle hordes of monsters and demons and immerse yourself in the magical realm. Each character and faction has its own compelling backstory and lore. Explore the vast and diverse continent of Tia, traversing deserts, dungeons, and colossal mountains. Unleash your strategic abilities, form formations, and clear stages to become the strongest commander in the magical world. Watcher of Realms offers diverse RPG elements, allowing you to progress by collecting rare resources, upgrading gear, and artifacts. Experience unique gameplay in the form of guild dragon battles and Tide mode, where you witness your hero's magnificent skills in action. Join guild partners to challenge epic dragons and climb the guild rankings. Create a formidable team and overcome obstacles to uncover secrets within the Tia continent. To celebrate the game's official launch, we have a special team competition event. Choose your favorite team and compete for incredible prizes, including iPhones, Xbox consoles, Nintendo Switch, and valuable in-game items. Click the link in the description or scan the QR code to join in the competition event. Download Watcher of Realms today and embark on an unforgettable journey in the magical world of Tia. Now getting back to the video, we're also going to have some weekly quests to complete. One of them will ask you to collect 100 Dream Surge Coalescence. You get this from the various activities within the Dream Surge zone, including world quests, from rares, and from taking part in the Waking Dream Portal events. Getting 100 should be really easy, so that's one of the quests we have to look at right now. The Coalescence is actually the currency that you use to vote on the Dream Surge buff, so everyone is going to want to get it to make sure they can get the buffs that they really want to use. The other one is basically just complete various activities within the zone, like quests, rares, the Dream Portal event, basically all the same stuff. Both of these quests will reward you with a token that you can trade in for the same item level 415 gear. The vendors are not active just yet, so we can't see the exact pieces of gear we'll be able to obtain, but the reward description does say we can exchange it for a piece of 415 gear for our class in a slot of our choosing. So we get to choose the piece of gear and what slot slot it would go in, which means this should not end up being just another random gear token. We should have full agency of how to use these items to buy gear, which is definitely nice to see. So we already have two different ways to get these gear tokens, the Dream Portal events and the weekly quests, but there is another source as well. Every rare monster marked on the world map in the Dream Surge zone becomes empowered. They have more health, they deal more damage and get some special abilities, so they are going to be a bit more of a challenge to take down, but they also have increased rewards. They will drop the coalescence currency for the event, but they also seem to drop the very same gear tokens that you can trade in for item level 415 gear. So you can guarantee that the rare farming trains will start up yet again, making these rares very easy to kill as a mass group, giving you very easy access to farmable item level 415 gear just from the open world. So the way things look right now, 10.17 is going to be a great time to gear up, especially for any of your ults that have been left behind. You'll be able to kit yourself out in item level 415 gear practically for free and super quickly from what I can tell on the PTR. This item level 415 gear should also be on the champion track, which can be upgraded all the way to item level 437, so it's going to be a great gear farming bonanza when this patch goes live. Another huge feature coming with 10.17 that actually isn't listed in the roadmap is a ping system. This is going to be huge for everyone, no matter what kind of player you are or what kind of content you prefer to do. The general idea is very simple. You'll be able to send a ping to your party or raid by using a new keybind. The default, I believe, is going to be G, but if you already have G bound or you just want to change it, you can assign whatever keybind you want in the key bindings menu. The ping will let you do two things. You can send a quick general ping by holding your keybind and clicking. This will be great for a general purpose ping that doesn't require a specific response, or you can hold down your keybind, hold down your left click and drag to bring up a few different options. So we've got assist, warning, attack and on my way pings. You just need to hover over the one you want to send and release the click. You can also cancel the ping by hovering over the middle cancel area, just to make sure you're not spamming anybody. So you can specifically present your intentions in game without needing any voice chat. And even if you are in voice chat, the ping system can be used to emphasize a call out in whatever group content you're doing. Now, if you're worried about people spamming pings, there is a limit on how many you can send and how quickly, and if you send them too often, you'll trigger a cooldown. I'm pretty sure only your party and raid can send pings too, so it's not like random people out in the world will be able to send you annoying pings. It should be group mates only. I honestly can't wait to see how people use this in-game. You can send so many different pings during a raid to signal a soak, moving a boss, collecting an ad, where to move for the next phase, anything. It's almost going to replace markers for anything that is quick and on the move. I know I would have loved this feature back when I was raid leading. This has so much potential. It's going to be great for PvP too, pinging incoming attackers, areas that need to be defended, where you're pushing next, or even to ping those sneaky healers hiding in the back. And for the open world content, having the ability to just mark an in-game location with a ping is super useful if you're in a group. Maybe someone is struggling to find a quest NPC or a small quest item on the ground. You can ping the exact location and they can see it in the world. I'm honestly super excited for this feature. It's about time it made it in, and it's great to see quality of life additions still being added in these smaller patches. Moving on, this patch also brings another round of Heritage armor sets. For 10.17, the dev team are introducing the Forsaken and Night Elf Heritage armor sets. Some parts of these have been data mined already, so we have a little glimpse of what these could eventually look like, but they aren't fully in the game just yet, so these are subject to change and we won't get the full picture for a few more PTR builds most likely, especially for the Night Elves. These look very cool from what we can see so far though. I do love that white Night Elf armor especially. That looks really cool, and I might actually have to get a Night Elf leveled up to earn this Heritage armor. I've been meaning to get an Alliance character all geared up since the cross-faction restrictions were removed, and this might just be the push I needed. We're filling in those last few remaining Heritage armor sets, and with how Blizzard has been pumping out patches so far this expansion, I imagine either 10.25 or 10.27 will bring yet another set. There are also a lot of new story quests coming in 10.17, and some of them sound very interesting indeed. The roadmap includes a subheader that says Reforging Tier and more, so expect to see the Valdrakken storyline with Tier continue onwards. The PTR patch notes also mention various other quest lines. We'll be able to follow Velen's prophecy to reveal a new future for some of the Draenei people. This one isn't available just yet by the looks of things, and Draenei have actually been disabled for right now, but the Draenei will get a special kind of storyline to work through. And then we also have quest lines for the 2 Heritage armor sets coming, so one for the Night Elves and one for the Forsaken, and they will not be appearing on the PTR. That's what the dev notes say anyway, so these will be unspoiled, brand new quest lines when the patch hits live servers. I assume we'll get some story content surrounding the Emerald Dream, the Green Dragonflight, the new World Tree, and the continuing conflict with the Primalists, so we'll have to wait and see how the PTR unfolds for all of that wonderful story content. Some of these story quests are also linked to the next big feature, new customization options. The Draenei one specifically is going to be very interesting because it will unlock the ability to use Man'ari Eredar skin colours for your Draenei. So anyone who wished they could play as a red Draenei, your wish will finally come true in 10.17. Right now we can preview the various red colours as well as a dark grey skin colour. There are also going to be new hair colours as well as eye colours, which will really complete the look. Some of those eye colours are going to work so well with the red skin Draenei, and honestly I'm not sure what Alliance character to make now. Red Draenei looks pretty awesome. We should also see some new skin colours for the Forsaken, and the roadmap had Night Elves under this section as well, so expect to see more customization options for both the Forsaken and Night Elves as the PTR unfolds. Patch 10.1.7 will also be breaking up the Dawn of the Infinite Megadungeon and opening up the Heroic mode, so you'll be able to queue into the 2 wings on an easier difficulty. So if you don't think you can make your way through the dungeon on Mythic, fear not. You won't have to wait too long until it becomes queuable content, so everyone can hop in on their own time schedule. Breaking the dungeon into 2 wings also makes it easier to get through the entire wing in one sitting, instead of needing to work through all 8 bosses at once, which can be difficult if you have restricted game time. This will allow everyone to see the story firsthand and see how everything progresses, so no one gets left behind when 10.17 picks up and continues the story even further. And then the last big feature coming with the new patch is an update for various holiday events. From the PTR build dev notes, we can expect to see new rewards for Brewfest, Day of the Dead, Hallows End, and Pirates Day. It might go even further than that and include some Wintervale updates as well, or at least the current data mining info points towards that. We don't have too many items or rewards to preview just yet, but Wowhead did manage to find some holiday dragon riding customization options. There are new armors for various drakes to show off the Pirates Day, Hallows End, Brewfest, and then the Day of the Dead event. Each armor has a little decoration for the event, and it looks like each event might only have an armor for one Drake type, but once again this is early data mining, so take it with a pinch of salt. Either way, we're going to get some dragon riding armors, which is really cool. The only other data mined reward we have is totally for Wintervale because it's a freaking candy cane sword. How awesome does that look? Now I really need a candy cane staff, just a huge candy cane, maybe throw a little wreath on there somewhere, but a candy cane staff is a must include if we're getting candy cane weapons. This makes me really excited to see what other rewards are getting updated, but that is all we can preview for right now. Now, if you're wondering when all of this is going to go live, obviously we don't know yet. This is the very first PTR build, so we've got an entire PTR testing cycle to go, but if we look back to patch 10.07, that patch went live just 2 months after 10.05. That means we could see 10.17 as early as September, and probably within the first couple of weeks of September. 10.17 has some updates for Brewfest, and that event will start on September 20th this year, so for this year's festivities to include all of the updates, the patch would have to go live before September 20th at the very latest. And then we also have 10.2 to look forward to after that, so this next patch will probably be in our hands sooner rather than later, because there's a whole other patch planned for the end of the year. But that's all of the major features in patch 10.1.7, including a new gear catch-up option to quickly get you up to item level 415 and beyond. What do you think of the patch from what you've seen so far? How do you feel about another catch-up system being introduced towards the end of a season? And how do you feel about 10.1.7 being tested already? Leave all your thoughts in the comment section below. A big thank you to all of our supporters over on Patreon and to all of our members here on YouTube. You can see the names floating by on screen. If you'd like to add your name to the end of every video with a special shout out at the start of the next video, you can find links in the description over to Patreon or click the join button just below this video. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you never miss another video. Thanks for watching folks, good luck and have fun, and as always I will see you next time.